Speaking of 16-year-olds,
All right.
my future boyfriend. Just kidding. Oh, sorry, my Instagram.
Known cradle robber Vanessa.
I need to turn my Instagram volume off. Okay. I have this obsession on Instagram. I've talked about Instagram so many times this episode already. I have this obsession with this person on Instagram that I've been thinking about like bringing to the podcast, like bringing up, like maybe bringing them in, maybe like interviewing them. I don't know. It's in some sort of way, like starting like a dialogue about this person, but they're 16 and I'm not sure
Yeah.
if that's appropriate.
Maybe we should wait for a little while.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean,
Well, what capacity do you want to discuss this 16-year-old? Because this could go.
so back in the day in Cleveland, I was friends with Julian Golias, who was 15 or 16 when he mowed lawns and then put out the first parliamentarist sodomy record.
Oh, no shit.
So
okay.
he's like a grind prodigy, like
Yeah.
just like way ahead of his time, like amazing.
You're talking about releasing it, not
releasing
yeah,
the
yeah,
record. Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm on the pulse of that in the porno grind world with this 16-year-old who's like this girl
So
living in the South.
You've got a porno grind prodigy.
Yes.
You want to.
But since it's like a 16-year-old girl on the internet that I don't actually know, and I just like randomly DM her, and I'm like, gore grind or porno grind, and she'll be like, porno grind.
What?
We have this relationship. I don't know, but I'm like obsessed with her feed, with her videos, with everything about her. Yeah.
Just because she's 16 and into porno grind?
Yeah, and you gotta read her. She writes lyrics. She has a porno grind project. Like I can't disclose all this because I don't want a bunch of fucking creepy dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
it sounds like
trolling her
it
shit.
sounds like a recipe for her getting like.
Oh no! Don't say anything like that.
Well, no, I'm not. Hey, hold on. I was just saying.
I know.
I was just saying dudes on the internet harassing her.
Any of that is bad. Harassment, like even like gross. Anything about like forget I said anything.
But you famously talked about hating porno grinds.
I know. I hate it, and I want to like. Okay. Do you still like everything that you liked when you were 16?
No.
Yeah, I listened to ska when I was like a teenager.
Yeah, so did I.
Granted, I liked some cool stuff when I was 16 as well, but like 16 is the age when you're figuring everything out. Like she's going to be a grind legend when she's 20.
Okay.
Like she's going to fucking school us all when she's 30. I'm investing in this person.
Right.
I'm saying this, like I'm investing in this person for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you should keep this as like an insider trading tip and not share it with our dozens of listeners.
I totally represent. I support a communist lifestyle. I can share the wealth. It's
Okay.
cool. I think the world should know. But when she's 18,
Then I'll subject her to all the fucking unwanted advances of all these guys.
Exactly. Anyway, back to rapid decay.
Okay. All right, ready? Rob Thomas is dead. Go.
Rob Thomas is dead. We have no idea how he died.
I just figured that would put you in like get you all hyped up because before you were boisterously laughing at the death of Rob
I
Thomas.
know, it was so great. Can you believe it? Matchbox 20.
Woo. That's kind of like, you know what's weird? Like Matchbox 20, like initially was tried to being like sold to us as an alternative rock band.
Right.
And then, like, everyone was like, no, this is like a fucking easy listening, like,
Yeah,
rock
it's like
band.
an elevator rock band. It's like a mom rock. It's like Dave Matthews Band,
Yeah.
right?
Who was also kind of tried to be sold to us as an
Yeah,
alternative band.
it's so weird.
The 90s were a weird time, kids.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
it's
shit.
on.
I didn't know.
I'm just, like, trying to, like, down this real quick, and then we can, like, walk and, like, try and, like, sucker more interesting people into being on this retarded podcast.
Yeah. That was a very cool fest, and great music, great vibes, Great vibes, great bands. I think since I haven't been to a fest that wonderful since I went to Napalm Fest that Andy.
Where was Napalm Fest?
In Indiana.
Okay.
In Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
I think, yeah. Great vegan food. Great fest.
Nice.
Andy Sanchez really held it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
Cool. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, I actually listened to Drake because of him. Like, I couldn't understand why, like, my favorite North American grind drummer
liked Drake.
Like Drake. And I'm like, how is this person so talented and creates such amazing music? Literally, like, makes me weep. And they like this garbage man, like this Canadian child actor that, like, is terrible. Whatever. So I had him, you know, come up with, like, a few songs. And, like, I sat down in my house and, like, really, like, you know, made a playlist and, like, really no, not at all. 100%.
Okay, you're
no.
still on the Drake is shit train.
No,
yeah, it's fucking terrible.
When you have that much money and that many resources, like, you should put out something that's, like, palatable, and it's just, like, complete garbage. I don't understand, but
yeah, I'm a still Degrassi fan. I think it's what keeps me in touch with the youth culture.
Yeah, that's relevant.
They're still making episodes.
No, they're not.
Absolutely they are.
Seriously?
Yep.
Canadian high school TV show from the 90s is relevant?
Well, there was Degrassi Junior High, which then became Degrassi High, and that was in like the late 80s into early 90s. And then they restarted it in the new millennium with Degrassi: The Next Generation, which ran for like 15 seasons or something, then got canceled, and then brought back to Netflix as like Degrassi: The Next Class or something like that.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
I've seen it all.
Is anyone notable on it other than Drake?
On
any of these?
So,
editions?
like, the seasons around like 2010, 11, one of the actresses went on to be on that like 90210 remake that the CW did right around then.
Wow, this is so boring.
You asked. I wasn't
Go
gonna,
on.
You asked who else was famous. That's the only other person who's like famous that came from that camp that I can think of. I don't know, a bunch of like, you know, mid-level like primetime soap actors probably.
Okay. So back to Rapid Decay. How are you enjoying Rapid Decay, Ralph?
That's good. It's all good. It's one of the best things going.
I agree. I came up last year and I had such a good time, I just had to come back.
Absolutely.
Wow, you had a good time?
I did. As shocking as that is to believe, I was outside of the house and I had a good
I
time.
can't believe it.
Yeah.
Did you say that I was talking shit on Beasters? Because I just made friends with them.
No. I wasn't sure because
I think it's Bandit.
It's Bandit? No.
Yeah.
You definitely, you by name called shit, like talk shit on Bandit.
I talk shit on Bandit.
But you described a group of people, and I was like, afterwards when I had to like listen back to edit it down, I was like, I feel like there's like a 50% chance she's describing Beasters to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know
But
why.
you saw them yesterday.
Yeah, and
Is
they were
that the-
amazing.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not the band you were talking about.
No.
Okay. You just described, I mean, I guess describing like four white dudes is like, you know, there's a pretty good chance it's going to sound like a lot of bands.
A lot of bands with 4 white dudes. Yeah.
Oh, white dudes in a band? No way.
Yeah, right?
I know. It's shocking.
I bet they had a bass player.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're a commodity around here. Most of the time it's just a dude plugging into 2 amps. Prove me wrong.
Oh my god.
Actually, like, surprisingly today, there is a lot of bass players here. I feel like last time when we played, like, I was like one of like 3 like dudes who like had a bass in any of the bands.
Really?
Yeah, it was
There's
like,
even a wireless bass here.
yeah,
It was.
yeah.
There's a wireless
Yeah,
bass
it's a
here.
wireless bass. Yes,
That's
that,
a wireless bass.
Two singers.
Funny thing, dude. That's a funny,
it's a funny investment to make.
yeah. It's a funny approach. It's a funny look. It's everything about it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like
I don't even think like big bands do that.
not a lot anymore.
no.
I feel like that was like a thing like 10, 15 years ago. Like everyone was like wireless, wave of the future.
Yeah.
You are not going to be tied down to cables
Hell no,
anymore.
man.
Fuck cabling.
Yeah, this guy can't. The whole 4 feet is on the base.
Exactly.
And then he didn't move.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, it's one thing if you're jumping off the fucking
right.
stage,
It's like if
backflips
right.
and shit. But
if you're not upside down at some point in your set, like
No.
there's no reason to not be plugged in.
Right.
Or if you're in like a pop punk band, you've got some sweet like what are they? It's like a fucking like they do the thing where they hop and like it's like 180s and 360s and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I don't know what they call that.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's just too ridiculous.
All right, Ralph's doing business. Let's see who else we can like.
What else can we talk about? Hey Nick, you want to be on the podcast?
Sure. I have one. There's one band before I play. Oh, you're doing it right now?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
You got a story to tell?
I mean, about what?
We
Whatever.
can talk about the death match.
You know,
We didn't really get into that episode yet.
yeah, we should talk about it more sometime. I love wrestling.
All right, then let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Rapid Decay and how this is your second year playing.
It's my second year playing. It's a really fun fest. You know,
What band are you in?
Fentanyl Surprise.
Oh, okay. Did you guys play last year, or did you play with a different
We
band?
played last year,
Did you
yeah.
play Friday last year?
I think we played day 2. I don't really
Really?
remember. Were you here?
I was here for day 2.
I
Yeah,
don't remember what day we played.
Okay.
But it was fun. Yeah, it's sick. There's not much grindcore in the Northeast, so. Yeah,
So
that's
like they
awesome.
like get it all together like here in this sleepy,
Yeah, exactly.
sleepy New York state
Yeah, something
town.
like this
We're
would
in
just be like
Binghamton, New York.
Yes.
They call it the Bingy.
Bing.
the Bing Bing. I don't
the
think.
Bing Bing?
I don't know if anyone calls it
Bingy?
that. But yeah, like in LA or something, this would just be like a normal every weekend show. But on the East
Yeah.
Coast is like some shit everyone comes in for like 5
Right.
states from. You know?
Right.
Which is sick. But yeah.
That's cool. And you've had a good time here.
Yeah, it's great. You know,
Describe the space a little bit.
it's a skate park. It's inside a little skate park.
There's some type of machine shop we're standing
Yeah,
in.
they make some kind of metalworks back here.
Oh, look, it's Steve, the other
pirate
member
flags.
of Fentanyl Surprise. You're
Howdy,
on a
Steve.
podcast right now.
Oh shit.
You're
Yeah.
on a really bad podcast that like 7 people have listened to, so
Maybe 4.
watch what you say.
All of you.
Yeah.
2 of them watched it twice.
Yeah. True.
I make sure to not watch it because I don't want to skew the numbers too hard.
Yeah,
I don't listen to my own
listen
Bandcamp
to
for
it
the
either.
same
Right.
I do actually.
Gotta get them.
Only when you're trying to remember our songs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played
Speaking
together
of, you haven't
in months and
practiced
months.
or played together in months. How's
3
this
months.
gonna go?
Really
Well,
good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Really
You're
good.
pretty confident?
Yeah, we practice, apart from each other, so that's
Oh,
gotta count
also,
for
I was
something.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
Did you notice that you see the tarp hanging over there? There's blood poured into it, so the middle has a pool of blood.
There's a pool of
And
blood over the stage.
Pablo did it because he expected that, like, the first band someone would splash it, and no one's done it yet. So I want to do it for the next band.
Real
maybe.
blood?
No, not real.
Oh yeah, no.
You want to do it for your set?
Well, it should have been.
We're gonna carry
I
the
don't
shit
know.
out of
If it
someone.
gets rowdy in there for the next band, I'll splash it out.
It'll probably get rowdy in there for
We could
hallucination
either poke a
realized.
hole in it so it sprays down, or I think
don't
it'd be
have a knife.
I think it'd be cooler if you jumped up and it splashed
Splash?
over like
Yeah.
over the side. That's like people would be mad. I don't want to be covered in that.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't wanna be covered. I'm glad you told me that you're planning on doing that, so I can
Maybe
say
we'll
that.
see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta feel the vibe of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake blood. There's glow sticks. There's inflatables. There's
It's
Oh
stupid.
yeah.
sticks.
You can probably hear in the background
Yeah.
that there's.
It's actually that's probably all you're gonna hear. Like when I like
Spooky
go to like
Halloween
listen to this
sounds.
again, it's gonna just be that with the faint sounds of people talking.
Witches laughing and shit. Very
It's like a
spooky.
Halloween theme. There's a bunch of distros. There's some food.
The
It's a
4
pretty good-
people who will listen to it are gonna. I'll have to disable
4 people
comments
are
because they're gonna be
here
like,
that
I can't hear a
listen to
goddamn
it."
thing. It just sounds like a bunch of fucking Halloween sound effects. I'm here for inane
We're
chatter.
here. That listen. We got Ralph. We got me, you.
Ralph has proclaimed he listened to 1 episode.
Could I get those new drumsticks? I
Even
just
my
wanna,
own
like,
boyfriend told me he doesn't listen to
No,
it.
those are.
Yeah, Monica.
Dude, look at how
Monica
beat up
said
the
she
one
would
guy.
listen to it because she quote unquote likes the sound of me talking. But I don't think
Oh, that's so cute.
she said that. But she's unless she's one of those 4 people listening.
That's so sweet. Oh, how romantic. Yeah. Anyway, So I think yesterday my favorite band to see was Triple Cripple.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe because it was just shocking to me.
Well, no, it makes perfect sense. It's like Euro grind dudes,
Yeah.
and
I loved
you're you.
I loved it. The minty parts, it was so good. It was so fun. And then today, Moisturizer were great.
Yeah.
Street Feet were great.
That was awesome, both of them.
Oh my gosh. I mean, even to start it off, Hit and Run Drivers were fucking great. Yeah. We should watch them though.
What?
Hallucination Zero.
Oh yeah. You want to go standing over there for that?
But you can put that in my bag if you want.
I got them in pockets.
It's behind here.
Oh, good.